Council engagements for May 2014. The year is slipping by very quickly,
isn't it?
A couple of changes before we go through this. The CCO training, which is there on Friday the 5th, is actually Friday the 9th, so if you could just amend that. Local government conference is July.
June.
And also Zone 2 is on the 16th of May, and that's at the Western Bay of Plenty, and a couple of names are required to attend that as well.
Sorry, where was that? On the
How far away? Plenty on the 16th of May.
I went last time.
And if I just might add, the health and safety law reform, it was Councillor Harvey that attended that, not Councillor Body.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So perhaps we go through the May engagements first. Everyone's happy with those dates and times, that sort of thing.
So, Your Worship, just one question: sort of how many submissions have been received to date on the draft annual plan? Like, are we thinking that we'll need all those dates?
At the moment, I think it was around 50 or something. Yep, around 12 for the tree and vegetation one. So I would say that all these dates won't be required, but we've locked them in just in case.
Right,
I'd
thank you.
say safely, Councillor, you could probably drop the Friday, the 30th off, definitely. The others I'll probably leave just until we get to the end of that submission period.
Great, thank you.
So we've got the deliberations for the tree one on the 30th.
Okie dokie, so that's all right. So possibly that we'll leave it in there at the moment, Friday.
Okay.
We'll notify you if we drop it off. Conference, local government conference, July.
Normally,
What's the normal situation?
normal situation is the CEO, His Worship the Mayor, and one or two other councillors can attend that, and during the triennium try and work it round so that at least each councillor can attend a local government conference in that 3-year period.
Mr. Chairman, on that I would move that it be the CEO and the Mayor in the conference.
That's just the
And so just moving those two, or
I believe 2 is sufficient because you will be giving us a full report on your return.
I'd second that, and as the new mayor, it's very important that you do go.
You actually don't need to do the CEO because
just the Mayor.
he's not, but for elected members, yeah.
okay. How does everyone know? You know, I've got some new councillors here. I know it's a horrendous price. I don't know how they make up the price of these things. $1,400 and then plus accommodation on top of that.
It's not airfare.
We could have, Your Worship, sent a few more if you'd passed by resolution.
You know, I do think it is a valuable exercise. Certainly, I remember, you know, going to a couple myself. It's the networking and the not necessarily the presentations, but it's the ideas that you get from your fellow councillors and you know, just the ability to engage with the other councillors from around the country. So, you know, I put it out to particularly the new councillors as such. You know, if there's anyone really keen to go, I will certainly be trying to get fairly cheap accommodation. Actually got relations down there, so there might be a saving there, but I'm just putting the offer out there that I'm happy to, you know, if there's a new councillor that wants to come with me, or come with us, you know, I'll put that offer out there. But I understand where Councillor Body's coming from.
I'd like to, but it's very expensive.
Well, it's been moved that it just be the Mayor and the CEO.
Or just the mayor, because we can't. Yeah.
Yep. No, I was just given the offer there. If someone wanted to amend that.
And they always go South Island, North Island as well. So next year it's bound to be in the North Island, which could mean that it could be a carpool and a lot more economic.
The registration, that seems to
bunch of
be,
councillors.
it's
It is pretty hideous.
ridiculous. It's just, and I think I might just send a letter off to them just to, just to clarify, or just to
I mean,
let them know that.
I worship, I think ideally it would be good to send two, but I think right now when costs are tight and this registration is a high fee, it
Okay,
does seem
cool. All right. Okay, well, it's been moved and seconded.
Yeah.
Mayor and just the mayor. All those in favour?
Aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
Those against? Carried. Okay. Now, do we need to...
We need retrospective approval for
Number 3.
Councillor Park,
Yep.
and add in their approval for whoever will be going to the meeting on the 16th of May, the Zone 2 meeting. So there'll be 2 parts to that, an A and a B.
They're thoroughly worth going to. That's probably good to share it around.
Here is the main... that's...
Western Bay, for plenty.
It'll be a big day.
Okay, so we move that. Who wants to go?
No, I went to Rotorua last time, yeah.
just checking my diary.
So we've done 1, 2 and 3. This is number... This is a new...
So it's just a new one. If we just pop it under 3,
Number 3.
they're both Zone 2 meetings.
One councillor, 2 councillor.
Doesn't matter.
Where's Western Bay? Where's that, Caroline?
Yeah.
Through you, Chair, can I tentatively put my name down and subject to confirmation? Would that be okay?
Okay. Do we have a mover for that? Councillor Park, seconded by Councillor Body.
Oh, sorry, Your Worship. It was retrospectively, so I can't move it, can I?
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
part of this 3. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, Councillor Stewart. Who moved it? Sorry. I think, yeah, Councillor Stewart, you move. Councillor Body second. Okay, number 4. You may. Have we got the names right there? No.
No, we have to change.
So we changed
Councillor Harvey
to Harvey. Okay, do I have a mover for those? Councillor Jollins, thank you. Councillor Truman, thank you. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, number 5. This is the Lake Taupo Project Joint Committee. I've been requested by the chairman that he feels it's best that the chair of Environment Waikato and also the mayor should be on this because it's getting to an important strategic part and more of a figurehead role as such. I just think we've got 2 existing councillors on there at the moment. We leave them on there, or?
Well, my thought was that certainly could be left on there and maybe could take turns with you. So you've still got the 2 appointees. Totally up to.
Yeah, I'd like to see him deputy here actually.
Is it alright? Someone can move that?
I'll second it.
We just go into number 1, moving second that one in relation to the engagements.
Move.
Very good. Thanks, Tina. Item number 16. Members' reports. Who can go first? Councillor Jollins.
All right, I'll go, because I usually go last, don't I? Okay. Members' reports for the month of April. I attended the citizenship ceremony here in Chambers on the 27th of March and went to the opening of the new hospital wing on the 28th of March. I attended an Erupt Festival meeting at Stretton's on the 1st of April and also went to the hockey test function and watched that fantastic game on the 1st of April just down the road here. I was part of the team that hosted the Chinese ambassador and his entourage at Wairaki Power Station on the 2nd of April. Attended the Business After 4 function at Dixie Brown's with Waikato Regional Council on the 3rd of April. And I thought that our guys that presented there did an absolutely sterling job presenting different aspects. Particularly, Nick Carroll had a go at the annual plan. He did a great job. So I'm sure Sue would have been proud if she'd been there. I did put in an appearance at the water treatment plant opening on the 5th of April and the Whitcoulls annual plan street consultation on the 3rd of April. Attended on the 8th of April the Acacia Bay Residents Association meeting, and I have some notes for you guys which I just need to get photocopied and put in your cubby. They're on some reserve, Whangamanoa Reserve. They're not asking for any action, they just wanted as background information for you guys to read. Not asking for any decision, so I'll get those in your cubby today. I also provided support to the Acacia Bay Residents Association for their Easter Gala on the 20th of April. Oh, sorry, I've missed one. Taupo Fire Brigade, I attended the honours ceremony on the 12th of April. And last week, Waiora House committee meeting and application meeting on the 23rd of April. And this week, obviously, we had the TAA meeting on the 28th of April. Phew.
Well done. Thanks, Councillor Collins. Councillor Truman.
Yep, so we went to the draft annual plan consultation in Mangakino, and also went to the Youth and Emergency Services graduation out at Taupo District School with quite a few others. Went to the Anzac Day commemorations at Mangakino and gave the wreath on behalf of the Mayor and Councillors. And also went to the local events in Mangakino, which was over Easter, which was a hunt for Easter and a community raft race.
Thanks, Councillor Truman. Councillor Williamson.
Thank you. I attended the citizenship ceremony along with Roseanne and John was there.
Sorry, just a moment.
Sorry, can I just ask Councillor Truman? Sorry,
Again.
just the turnout for the submission. How did it go with Mangakino? Was there much interest in it?
I was going to say 12 to 15 people.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Sorry.
Is it good? Where do we get to? Yeah.
No, you've lost them.
Councillor Williamson.
Citizenship ceremony, the hospital opening. I mean, to two museum, Friends of the Museum meetings, Waipahi Botanical Gardens AGM, hockey test function, Lakes and Waterway Action Group meeting, and actually Rotary breakfast for the PM, and the Lava Glass opening for the PM, Waipahi Botanical Gardens board meeting, Water Treatment Plant draft annual plan consultation, OSH Reform Bill seminar, Sports Advisory Council meeting, Business After 5, Great Lakes Centre, TO Venture Centre, the Youth and Emergency Service graduation. Attended Taupo Holiday Park meeting, the Anzac morning tea, the Merrill morning tea, Tuwhara Mary Trust Board meeting at the Millennium, the EGLT winter launch at the Yacht Club, and today a Lake Taupo Zone Subcommittee meeting. And the Keith Crate morning tea, did I mention that?
Thank you, Councillor Williamson. Very busy man. Councillor Hickley. Oh, again.
3 years, Chairman. Councillor Williamson, I was meant to go to that one as well, but they invited me late to the Freedom Campus thing at the...
Oh, yes, I mentioned you.
Yeah, what was the outcome there, can I ask?
I could forward you the minutes.
Yeah,
meeting.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no like stone throwing or anything like that?
Those have concerns regarding the compliance of the motorhomes at particularly Ferry Road and 5 Mile Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, because I went through that about 3 weeks ago with them.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned you.
Okay.
So they're quite vocal, or what was that?
They're pretty vocal. They're going to put a submission in your plan.
Okay, thanks. Councillor Hickling.
Attended the meeting with the two whare at Manuel's. The opening of the Taupo Hospital, Stage 1. The hockey, black sticks and China business after 4. The water treatment plant opening and the annual plan submission. Meeting with Windsor Lodge, the owners of Windsor Lodge, about freedom camping. That's exactly the same. I just advise them to put an annual plan submission or long-term plan submission. They're really concerned about the probably the policing or the non-policing of the motorhomes parked right along the lakefront and Ferry Road. Attended the OSH presentation on the Reform Bill. Went to Mangakino for the annual plan on Friday the 11th and attended the Anzac service on Friday. Sorry.
Thank you. Councillor Buddy.
Thank you, Your Worship. The 26th of March, I attended a coffee meeting with the Mayor and the Lakes and Waterway meeting at night. And the 27th, we had the citizen swearing-in ceremony and the meeting with the two Whakaro Trust Board, which I found interesting. The fact, I think for 5.5 years we haven't had that consultation. I think the fact that a number of us went out of our way to go, I think went down well with the trust. So that was appreciated. 28th of March was the hospital opening. 3rd of April I had breakfast run by the Rotary Club with John Key, and then went to the after 4 function at Dixie Brown's. On the 5th of April, that was 3rd of April, 5th of April, the opening of the treatment plant and the annual plan process. I was an observer at the demo re psychoactive substances. For your advice. On the 7th, I went to the age-friendly meeting at Wairoa House, and what was interesting was that, and it must be a compliment of the council, that they believe that Taupo has an age-friendly town. In fact, the age-friendly group thought that they should really, there was no need for them to be in existence. So that's going to be a plus for our area. On the 8th of April, I went to the Turangi board meeting. The 10th of April, the business after 5 at the Great Lakes Centre. The 11th of April, the Mangakino draft annual plan. The 13th of April at Tihoy for certificates for youth and emergency services. And that was really something to have a group of people that didn't have to, but did it. Gave you a bit of inspiration for youth. On the 24th, I attended the candidates meeting at Rotary House. On the 25th, I went to the Dawn Parade and the 10:30 parade. Your Worship, I congratulate you on your speech that you gave. It went down very, very well. And for the last 2 years, it was interesting this year, no one said that the Greeks are very friendly people. Because unfortunately, in the last 2 Anzac days, that's been said. In fact, the people are Turks, not Greeks. So congratulations anyway, Dave.
Councillor Cousins.
All right, I won't bore everyone. Various council workshops and meetings where I pigged out on lunches because I was a bit worried they weren't going to last. Obviously they are.
Sort of bunch idea.
Went to 2 business after 5 meetings in Turangi. The last one was last night, where they launched the Stellar Awards, which you're probably already aware of, which is
Next week is launching time.
Oh, sorry, that was a preamble launch, sorry, about the launch. Yeah, very well received last night, which is great. I can't remember if I've mentioned it. We had a meeting with the Motuapa Boat Club about us taking back some of the land, which is council, and running as a private marina. Councillor Harvey and Councillor Williamson, I think you've been roped into that. Yes, you have. Yes. Woohoo. Councillor Stewart and I had a meeting with Jen Sheep and Dave Pomeroy, ratepayers in Turangi, who want us to cancel our contract with Landmass Technologies as our ratings contractor and move to somebody else. We've suggested that they go through the right process, which is through the community board, and what I submitted to the community board, and if the community board thinks it's warrantable, they'll send it up to us. We don't think it'll get any traction. Went to the DGLT launch of the winter campaign, which was badly received in Turangi. It wasn't well received at all. There were only 9 operators there out of 37. A lot of apathy there in what they feel DGLT are doing and aren't doing. Business after 5 in Taupo with the Mayor and the CEO, which was a good night. Got to network. Had a Go Tongariro meeting, and where we discussed skinning all the main buildings in Turangi with pictures like you skin cars. You know, you put the decals on cars. We're thinking about doing that with skiers and doing like a central plateau based Turangi kind of branding. And we're also going to get some chairlifts, some old chairlifts, chair seats from ski lifts up the mountain, bring them down and make them parts of interactive art so kids can sit on them and get the experience of what it's going to be like to go up the mountain the following day and get their little seat. So that's all in process. We had a meeting with Taupo Trust Board with the arataki, which was actually very, very encouraging. He was quite honest and frank about their issues and what moving forward, and a lot of discussion about not just hui and no dui. They all want to get on with making things happen. Colours Festival, I attended that, which was not as good as last year, but still a fantastic weekend for Turangi, despite the bad weather. I still lost $100 and buying stuff I'll probably never use, but it's all good. There's discussion with Turangi-Tongariro on an arts trail in Turangi, which Councillor Stewart and I are watching. There's a market day discussions and doing a winter market in Turangi with Christmas, which was discussed last night actually. Like a winter Christmassy theme with lots of fairy lights and stuff. Went attended the Anzac Day parade where I wore my Lonely One medal and I did an about face after laying the wreath. I didn't fall over, which was brilliant. And I met the big John Key as well, which was quite cool, and I invited him to come to Turangi, but he didn't sing that king.
Where did you meet John Key?
Is it up here? Came to my house? No.
Did he come down there?
No, he came to Bailey's. We had to meet him in the Bailey's.
Okay, yes, that's right, he did.
Why?
Buy a holiday.
Sorry, just coming to our courts next time.
Okay, Councillor Park.
Yes, I attended the meeting with the Tū Whare Trust Board, which was very worthwhile and was great to be in the same room with them. After, like Councillor Boddy said, a 5-year period, our current mayor has a far better relationship with them, so it was great. I went to draft annual plan consultation events at Grey Power and outside Whitcalls. I went to the breakfast with the Prime Minister hosted by Rotary. I went to the Great Lake Trail official opening down at Tukutuku Landing by the PM, which was fantastic. I never knew that part of the lake existed, and don't anyone ask me where it is because I'm not telling you. I went Health and Safety Reform Bill Seminar, Fencing Reserves Dogs Committee, Youth and Emergency Services Graduation Ceremony in Tihoi, and absolutely back all the comments that other councillors have made about the occasion. Vibe 14 fashion show at Taupo College. On Anzac Day I went to the Dawn Parade and also the Civic Service and morning tea. Taupo Airport Authority meeting. Last night I attended the best part, but not all, because I had to leave, of a public meeting held by a residents group in regards to their draft annual plan submission. And also today I was really honoured to be invited to the presentation to Keith Crate from TDC Sports Waikato and the Cycle Challenge.
Thanks, Councillor Park. Councillor Stewart.
I went to the Turangi-Tonga Community Board meeting, where it's a really vigorous and energetic meeting. It was really good, full of energy and good vibes, so it was really good. I've been to various workshops and some meetings with local ratepayers. Went to the meeting with the Trust Board, which I found really, really good. And also went to the meeting with some of the board members to meet the chief and the Araki and his group, and that was really interesting. They actually gave us a copy of their draft copy of their 50-year vision, which is a really interesting document. Went to the Whai Ratepayers Association meeting at Easter, and they are happy with council. They've had to move things around with rural fire because of the changes in regulations and things, but they're now coming under civil defence because that's where it sits, and they're more than happy with what's happening. And they didn't have any complaints or anything. They're ticking along around. They're very self-sufficient and up there. And just some of those things that they mentioned. I've been along there as well. I won't repeat everything.
Well, thanks for going for the whare. We only actually got the invite sort of the day before, so it's
Yes, I've
interesting.
gone every year, so I know when they have it.
When they have it anyway, yeah.
But the invitation was late to be sent out.
Thank you. Councillor Harvey.
Lucky last. I hope you haven't all fallen asleep, so let's see if I can wake you all up. I also met with the Tū Whare Trust Board at Millennium Hotel, which was great. I really enjoyed getting to chat and meet all the folk there, and managed, I think, to talk to most people. That was great. And dashed into the business after 5 at the yacht club the same night. Went to the hockey test at the Hickling Park, which was very nice. First time I've been there. Very well done, Barry. Named after you. Very good. And it was lovely to meet all the people and all the visitors. It was great. Also went with the annual plan, obviously all the various attendances with that. Popped up outside Whitcoulls, managed to pop down to the shoe shop, it was a bit quiet. And popped around to the opening at the water treatment plant on the Saturday. And that was really good, just to see how many people were going through there. I think there was quite a few visitors, so it was good to meet lots of people and chat to various local folk. Popped into the Cobb & Co opening, nice to see that back in town, so that was on the following Wednesday, that was great. Went to the OHS Reform Bill seminar with some of the other folk at the Hook of Balls Resort. On the 9th of April, I went to the Citizens Advice Bureau meeting for the first time because I'm the council representative, and that was really interesting. I really enjoyed that, and meeting the people that do some wonderful work there. That was quite fascinating, so I'll enjoy being on that committee. On the same day, I had the pleasure of trotting down to Motuopa because I'd received an email, as Zane mentioned, from the 2 gentlemen at the Fishing and Boating Club that they loved my column so much about business.
They like really tall women.
So they invited me down to see them about their little venture to lease out this little piece of land alongside the current, what is it?
Marina.
Yeah, the marina. So they were all excited, so that was lovely. I had a nice little time there and had a look around the boating club. So that was, yeah, anyway, that was quite fascinating really, and I had a good look around, and they did have some interesting chats, and we had a good chat. So from that led me to, and on the following day went to the business after 5 at the Great Lakes Centre with some of you others. That was good. And a few days later, following on from the boating club, I also talked with the harbour master because that led me on from the boating club. We chatted further with the harbour master because he wanted to follow up on that and just talk further about the marina. So that was quite worthwhile as well, actually. So obviously they want to move forward there, so want to get the boating people on side. So there we go. We're trying to work through that. And in the middle of that, somewhere I also went to the breakfast with John Key. So that was great. I enjoyed that very much. Also, I got phoned up by one of the council hopefuls. I think some of you others have probably met a young lady. That was very, very enterprising. She's the only one that has actually phoned any of us, so I'm sure you've all met her. I thought that was a great idea and had a coffee with her. And what else? Yesterday visited the site at Tikapua Place. The gentleman with us, Mr. Traveller, has shown us around his site. Some of you may have gone there, so I did that yesterday, so we'll be talking about that shortly. Other than that, managed to get through that without having a coughing fit, which is great.
I did it for you.
Thank you.
Well done, and I realise that you're particularly well at the moment, Councillor Harvey, so thank you for soldiering on.
Thank you.
There's been much discussion with councillors about the submission process and what's people's main beef, or really keen to know if anyone's had any. No one's actually come to you.
About what?
Anyone come with any particular, bits and pieces about the submission, about the annual plan?
No, they don't seem to have any concerns. Not that I've heard.
I think when you look at the submissions that have been received, they're all very varied on a whole lot of different little issues.
Any threads coming through yet?
Really.
Okay, thanks. I've basically sort of attended most of the things as well. Just a special mention to Anzac Day, and I really appreciate the councillors that made the time. Some councillors were out of the district and some are unavailable, but it's certainly getting bigger and bigger. I was at the dawn service at Takanu, which is unbelievable. Actually, quite very special part of New Zealand, and talking to the chief Tumu and also the CEO of Tū Wharetoa. Next year they're going to give that a real big crack, 100 years, live telecast on Maori TV, as well as because when the Maori Battalion came back from the war, that was the first place they went to, was Takanu. And to Waihi village, I mean, where they were received back from the war. So some interesting history there. And also then attended the civic service here and Taupo RSA, where I was located till 6:32 p.m. that night.
Yeah.
So it was quite an extensive day. But anyway, the RSA, being 100 years next year, we have a local businessman in town, a major, who is prepared to donate a significant amount of money towards the 100-year celebrations. So I will expose him to you guys at some stage, and we need to start talking about that. And I think while we're talking on that, just quickly, I don't know whether it's official yet, but we have received some funding from the government to do some work around the cenotaph and some stuff around that. So that's exciting. So I think 100 years next year, let's make it a big one, and let's see if we can get some national coverage. What I was annoyed with the Herald on the Thursday, put where all the services were for New Zealand, had nothing about Taupo, which is pretty disappointing. Yeah, so yeah, us locals knew, but from a national point of view, there was nothing in the Herald where they had Rotorua, Tauranga and all those places. So anyway, I'll address that. But thanks to the councillors that came. It's certainly a special day. All right, so suggested resolution there. If I could have a mover. Thanks, Councillor Williamson. Seconded by Councillor Harvey. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those against, carried. Okay, we might just have so that's the public part of the meeting. There's a resolution to exclude the public now. Yeah, Mr. Traveller, will we include Mr. Traveller for that item? For that item, okay, so we'll just have a mover for that, if we can. Move Councillor Parks, second with Councillor Cousins. We'll bring that around, but can we just have a 2-minute break so people can have a pit stop? So Gary won't be a minute, we'll just